Who do we have? It's Korppu versus Novicane.
Both of them 4-0 as round 5 has begun.
It's Kagalichu versus Kagalichu.
Do you think we'll see a bunch of Kagalichu in the top 8?
We might. Although what we've seen in the early stages of this tournament suggests that there aren't too many Kagalichus running around. And definitely one of them is going to take a loss here. So, who knows?
But on the flip side, one of them is going to be undefeated after round 5.
But
I can tell you that Fanteo is going to be involved in this game.
It might not be. You can't tell us that.
Mutually answered.
Just not even answered. Never gets played. From both sides. Possible. There is something real here, though, and that is the fact that one person has a hero fall, and the other person doesn't have a hero fall. So I like Korppu in this game, because he has both a Fanteo and a Gargolith. Then again, he is up against a Hierophant, which could potentially put some beats on and hold him back. Oh, there's the hero fall. Never mind.
All right.
Novicane. Come on.
Things that we just can't have in Hex Bash. A Lorgoyle Curator win and a Fanteo activation.
Yeah. Doesn't happen. Fanteo never will activate. Although, having said that, that hero fall is now gone. So now Novicane's Fanteo is free to roam the earth. With no answer currently. So maybe Novicane's Fanteo gets to activate. Fanteo versus Fanteo. And that's interesting.
Yazakan drawn, but that's not till next turn.
Yeah, that's interesting. I see the Paw of Yazakan drawn there, and no Kagalichu power used to see if he could hit the paw onto that Fanteo first. So we see Hero Fall not even used here, just the Rancor to pick up the Crusader. And Novicane is going off. So Korppu's hand looked initially stronger, and then Novicane drew like he had the power of a god.
And right now, Korppu doesn't even have resources to take out this Fanteo. Can we see a second activation? A Tarantula Egg even has been drawn by Korppu, buried off the bottom of the deck.
We're seeing 2 activations in the same game. This is unprecedented.
That's 5 blood for Novicane. Bride of the Damned passive is activated. Gaining the blood threshold makes the Underworld Crusader just a little bit smaller. Or at 75% power. Hero Fall, responded to by Hero Fall before Bride of the Damned is killed. Responded to by Gargolith. Bye-bye, Bride. But the fact remains, that's removal not used on Fanteo.
It is. Here's the paw, and it's gonna take out that Crusader. Draw 2, -2. Fanteo put some stuff in. It's not really gonna make any difference though when this attack hits.
Already at 1 health.
Yeah. It's just do it for the sake of it. Get that extra activation in. It so rarely happens. You've got to savor those Fanteo moments.
We'll load game 2 up. Korppu on the play, down 1 game. But no matter what, Kagalichu makes it into the next round undefeated. The other one will be at 4-1. Still an okay position. Of course, you want as good a record as possible going into the later rounds of the Swiss. Give you the best chance at top 8, which means contention for the cash prize. Korppu lets go of Monsagi coins. We'll pause that so we can look at their hands.
Let's take a spy. What do we have here? Runa Hierophant on the bottom, Port of Yazakan, Strangle, Well of Ancients, Shard of Ancients, and Monsagi coins. And then we have Blood Shard, Wild Shard, Cottontail Explorer, Runa Hierophant, Underworld Crusader, Strangle, and Port of Yazakan. So, hands that aren't too dissimilar. But one of them has a bit of a quicker start, and that is Novicane's hand here.
But Korppu picks up a second Runier Hierophant.
I can't remember the last time I saw a Kagalichu deck get shard screwed. I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen.
Cottontail Explorer and that charge power really make sure of that. And with the ices, being stuck on one isn't something that happens very often. Still more often than Fenteo getting an activation, and even still more often than Lord Girl Curator getting anywhere close to winning. I'm even impressed we saw the three Tome of Valor activations earlier.
Oh man, that was so close to being absurdly amazing.
Runier Hierophant here for Korppu, not running double Deathcry, but instead I think it is Conjuration, creating a Chlorosaur, random 3-cost or less troop that you have the thresholds to play. Creates a Storm Dancer. It has a random gem itself. Full Prophecy, whatever that gem is. And these Hierophants, as Hierophants do whenever a troop enters play, get +1/+1. Novicane also holding 2 Runier Hierophants, and with the bigger Underworld Crusader right now.
Interesting choice of socket with the deploy there. It made a lot of sense in those Sapphire Diamond matchups where there was a lot of voiding going on. I'm not sure what the logic is here, though.
Strangle takes out the bigger Runier Hierophant. Here's the Blight Blossom. It buffs up the Runier Hierophant by 1. A lot of quality in Korppu's hand. 5 resources, Underworld Crusaders. The conjured troops will stay in hand for a little bit. Novicane has also played a Ghastly Exchange. This will bury a card from both players' decks at the start of Novicane's turn. Accelerating, putting troops in the crypt maybe for culmination, also representing being able to take a card from any crypt and put it, a troop from any crypt and put it into your hand. But I mean, Underworld Crusaders will just do what Underworld Crusaders do. They attack for 4. Korppu are actually already down to 9 health. Here's Paw of Yazakan, has its choice of taking out Hierophant. And since Hierophant isn't creating a 4/4 abomination, like this, the decision to do Conjuration, those cards are stuck in hand. There's always better plays, even Hierophant and Underworld Crusader. Actually gets Gravengeist, which will give all troops in hand a scrounge effect.
It's interesting. I'm not sure how much is going to be used because there aren't that many things in the crypt, but it's definitely not the worst thing to have in a Kagalichu. Looks like Novicane here is waiting on 6 to play both of these Hierophants at the same time. Actually loses a culmination off the top there, but picks up another one anyway.
I'm not sure the cost of that, but I guess he's hoping to lose some troops here to get that culmination within striking distance.
Definitely some troops going around here.
I think this would be it.
Having a little bit of discussion about Ghastly Exchange as well. It's actually capable of some pretty amazing feats in this matchup. Like, if you don't have what you want, you can, take your opponent's card. You can remove a card from their crypt as they're using Rotten Rancor. You can dodge hero falls, activate death cries ahead of time. And in this situation, what can be done is a Poor Vyazakan could potentially be brought back to the hand here, ready for a double scrounge and double destroy effect. Wonder if that's what he gets. He actually picks up the Yazakan, it looks like here. Obviously, having your choice of the cards that are buried off the top of the deck is fairly useful. As a Seeker is absolutely fantastic in this situation. There are 3 troops on board right now with 3. Oh, actually, never mind. I take it back. It's actually very lethal in a big way. From the swing, I didn't think I needed to look at the health totals. Clearly I did, because that was a swing into a lethal crackback.
Korppu had been taking damage this entire time, and this is just the culmination of it. But that's a 2-0 for Novicane, and Novicane piloting Kagalichu is the Kagalichu that makes it 5-0 at the end of round 5.